I have a question, and I've had it for some time. It's about I've really been focusing on the being in the now, but I also noticed that I have this fear of the future going on uh, in relation to some of the current injections that is taking place. So many people warn, and that's what I've been listening to. What can happen? And my my dear husband, he actually took this injection. So now I'm fearful of being with him, and I don't really know how to deal with it. And also, yeah, all those unpleasant thoughts about it. And I also just listened to your recent video about illness and how that is related to people's beliefs and undealt emotions. And it was so powerful to hear it. And I just wondered if those injections is related to people all of a sudden experiencing these undealt emotions. Is that how we could see it? I don't know if the question makes sense to you.
Yeah, I think so, but correct me if I'm going, if I'm not getting it. So whatever happens in our experience is going to be determined by our thoughts and our deeply held beliefs about things. So two people could experience the same event, the same thing, have the same thing happen, and they would experience it very differently based on whether they're holding any thoughts or, and you can say this about humanity as a whole. If 600 or 6,000 people experience the same thing, if we took 6,000 people to watch a movie, and at the end of the movie, I said, okay, tell me about the movie, there would be 6,000 different interpretations of it. So our interpretation of our experience is going to be colored by what thoughts we're holding on to. So whenever I feel fear, if I can come to see that the fear is, my mind is saying the fear is about this thing out there. So in this case, the situation with your husband, I think you said.
Yeah.
But maybe there's something deeper going on. Maybe I still believe on some level that I'm not safe, that I'm in danger, or that I could be hurt, something like that.
Mm.
So if you can sort of look at the emotion that's being felt and for a moment step away from what mind says, which is I'm scared of this thing out there, or I'm scared of, if we just stop at scared and contemplate deeply the idea behind that, can you, as the real formless intangible self, be hurt or be in danger? Can you come to, can something affect you in that way? As you begin to question like this, you can have the same thing happen and you have a very different experience of it. Very different experience of it. So you go through the same thing, but with a peace and an equanimity as before. So that's the first thing I want to say. And then the second thing is I really start to get the fact that I cannot be hurt, killed, destroyed, or affected at all by anything because I am formless. Then this knowingness begins to envelop, cocoon, protect my body too. My body is a representation of me. I've made a little clay figure of myself, put all my beliefs into it, so to speak. So my absolute knowing that I am safe and have always been is going to begin to protect. It is already perhaps protecting the body. So even if you were to come into contact with something that is considered by others as harmful or unsafe, your body will have, you will also, and your body will have a different experience of it to most people as you really start to see this. Because it's not the thing out there that is actually affecting your body. It is what you think about the thing out there that's affecting your body. So
Beliefs, yeah.
Yeah, so if I can come to see that I am safe and that nothing can hurt me and affect me, I begin to experience this with my body too. I won't stub my toe as much. I won't drop something on my foot as much. I won't accidentally walk into a wall, and I'm less likely to have anything, less and less as I see this clearer, to have anything negatively impact me in that way. An accident or something like that is actually not really an accident. It's a reflection and manifestation of this idea that I'm not safe. So as you come to see this clearer and clearer, it will help you to be with your husband more, because you begin to realize I'm only at the effect of what I think about what's going to happen, and never actually at the effect of the thing itself. And this is fundamental to understand this, isn't it? But it's not how we're taught. We're taught that this thing out there can affect me in here. And that's the cause of all this kind of struggle that's going on for you right now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The energy field, the level of consciousness of a being who is waking up to the truth, is already enough to protect them from things like that happening. And we haven't experienced it like that, of course, because we still believe on some level that we're not safe, hence the kind of fear. It just hasn't quite gone deep enough yet inside.
Wow. It's really good to hear, Helen. It's been really bothering me so much.
It's a very relevant thing to bring up at the moment, isn't it? And I've had lots of questions like this. Everybody's free to choose what to do with their bodies and all of that. And we don't have to be at the mercy of that. As long as we're examining our thoughts about it, then the highest and most powerful energy field always overrides everyone else's. So you could be the one being in the room, in the town, in the country that recognizes what they really are. And that puts your body in a bubble of protection, for want of a better word, where these lower frequencies, whether that's a physical thing or an emotion or a thought, they just can't penetrate that. In fact, these lower frequencies begin to get dissolved the moment they come into contact with this awakened field. That's what the presence does. It kind of neutralizes everything and turns it back into love in that.
Oh, wow. Can you speak a little bit more about how to be in that space? That's really what I've been searching for so long.
It's really, whether you do that through meditation like we did today on the Satsang, or whether you like a self-inquiry question, what really am I? Who am I? What is reality? Just sitting with the question. In reality, probably a bit of both. For me, it was, I really want to do some self-inquiry. I'll roll with this, or no, I just want to sit and be, I'm going to meditate and just be. And it was just like that. So whatever you feel pulled to do right now, whether that's meditation, self-inquiry, contemplation, reading a book, going for a walk, watching a funny movie, that's going to put you in the nicest feeling place. That's the highest energy field you're capable of in this moment, in that. Like right now, it's really nice to have this conversation. We're not resisting anything, are we, while we're talking like this? We're just enjoying this conversation.
Yeah. Yes. A little bit anxious. Anyway,
but there might be some of that too. It's okay.
Yeah.
But the point being is the more focused I am on what I really am, just a curiosity, what actually am I? And can I be hurt? Questioning these thoughts, can I be affected by something out there? This one thought is responsible for so much human suffering. If I walk outside now and go and interact with other beings, then my body is at the mercy of whatever I come into contact with, and it's not true. What's actually true is my body's at the mercy of whatever I'm thinking about. And most of those thoughts are unconscious to us. We only know that we're thinking them because we feel the emotion, because we're just so used to believing it to be true. So, hope that helps.
Thank you. Yeah, it does. It does. Thank you so much, Helen.
Good, lovely. Good to talk to you and meet you.
Yes, same to you.
Thank you.